So it has to have your start date, and as long as your close date's after you start your job, you can use that offer letter to qualify for a mortgage and get the process started.
So what happens with 2 years of W-2s? It goes out the window?
No, it's the 1099s for the self-employed.
Yeah.
The W-2 employee doesn't have to.
You see,
Right. Take your complicated W-2 and 1099 out, and just go to the salaried W-2 person that doesn't have any self.
We would need, if it was they were coming from graduating school, their college, we would just need their transcripts, their school transcripts, and that'd be their work history. That's all we need to.
And that would show their career path, right? So, like, if they were in an education program, they could and say, "Hey, I just completed my education degree. I have a teaching contract offered to me, and now I can purchase a condo with that."
Yeah.
So if I make myself an employment letter, say a different position.
That's the craziest thing I've heard to try to qualify. People will think of anything.
To that point, as creative as you want to be, it's not going to fly. So just talk to the mortgage lender, give him all the real information, and then
I'll probably just have my wife then write me a letter of employment, and then just gonna go work for her salon.
Yeah.
I can see you doing eyelashes. Awesome, guys. So get back a little bit more on track. The election. So obviously, no matter who anyone is for, that's 100% what this podcast is not about. But as far as the election goes, and not just this election, but every election that has been there before, how does that how do people reacting to rates around the time? Is the buying and selling process working? I mean, I feel like a lot of people are where the election is going. So are people waiting? What's,
In other words, what you're asking is, how planning to manipulate the entire economic system to
regardless
in what way?
And this is sincere, that regardless of who is going to win, who people think is going to win, regardless of any of that, if you look historically at election years, sales have dropped between October and November. People are waiting. People are waiting to find out what's happening. Right? They're uncertain on the future, and they're gonna they're not buying. They're just not yet buying until they get a little bit more stability. Interest rates, this might go down that little kind of, what's going on with the manipulation stuff, whatever, we're not going there. But historically, I think 2 years since 1980 have gone down in election years. I'm not sure if that's what you as well.
Yeah.
And the other interesting historical fact would be year after elections, home prices have risen.
Not the rates, just the price. The home
prices have gone up the year after an election. Every year, I think, except for, I think there were 2 years, most recently 2008.
And I guess it makes
that
sense.
corresponding with rates going down, more people buying, and then obviously it's flooding the market.
I mean, I think
cost goes up.
I think there's probably you get years of certainty.
Yeah.
Right. Like you know what the next few years are be, so that
Regardless
might
if it's
be
good
a
or
little
bad.
bit. Right. It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you like it or don't. It's a confidence level. All right. Those are three historical. To our conversation earlier about trends and things like that, it's really hard right now to follow historical trends because we're in kind of uncharted territory. I keep going all the in May 10th. When was that? That was a year and a half ago. The May 10th date. Like everyone's like May 10th. Watch May 10th. That's going to be the date. The rates come back down and the market's going to get all better. And here we are a year and a half later, and May 10th.
Next May 10th.